You blinked once and the boy from the 016 stepped in the building. I go by the name of Billy Youngs, baby, and I'm back again with another episode of Orange Crates. Been gone for a minute, but we back now, so we're going to be doing this week in, week out. You don't have to fear it. We're not leaving anymore. We have everything sorted. We are under construction. We back, baby. Trust me, we are back. There will be more to come. But for now, we are still only going to be focusing on SA hip-hop and SA R&B and creating discourse around those two specific products that we have as South Africa, that we have to offer the world as SA. I know this into Amapiano doing very well and doing big things for itself right now, but my main focus for now at least is going to be hip-hop and R&B. So yeah, man. Let's get it. Let's go, man. Wait, before we get into the topics and everything that we're going to be talking about today, I just want to ask you guys nicely to please subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and make sure you like and comment on this video and let me know if you agree with what I'm going to be talking about or not. And if you don't agree, tell me why you don't agree. And if you do agree, also do be kind enough to share why you do agree with what I'm saying or otherwise. Please, man. The feedback is very much appreciated, and also for algorithm purposes, so that other people who may like this content can also be notified about it, or YouTube can suggest it to those people. But yeah, do those lovely things and those sweet things for everybody to see. Let's get it, let's go, man. Today I'm going to be talking about the conversations that people have been having around SA hip hop, which are: is SA hip hop dead? And do we have talent, or is it a management issue, and so forth and so forth? What do we need as SA hip hop to get back to the great state that we used to be in SA? So yeah, man, I'm gonna have a little bit of my point of views on those topics that people have been having, and we'll take it from there week in, week out. Hopefully we'll get some great interviews as time goes from people in and around hip hop, artists, producers, marketers, managers, you name it, designers, and so forth and so forth. But for now, let's just talk about whether SA hip hop is dead, or do we need to improve the management side of things. And my first initial thoughts when I hear these topics or these conversations or these questions being asked is, we don't have a talent problem. So SA hip hop is not dead in my view. We don't have a talent problem in this country. We're very much so talented artists that I've been listening to a lot of them, because maybe because I'm a huge hip hop fan and I consume hip hop from a different perspective from most people. Maybe not you who's sitting there listening to this or watching this. Maybe me and you consume the same amount, or maybe you consume hip-hop more than I do. But from my perspective and how I see things is, we don't have a talent issue. I just feel like people are not being exposed to the right type of artists that they should be listening to, because there's so many talented artists that if I had to sit here and name each and every one that I think is dope within those spaces, I would never finish. So instead of me sitting here and naming artists that I think are really dope, I'm going to sit here and talk about what I think we could actually improve on to make sure these artists land in the right ears, the right tables, the right settings, the right ears, like I said, in the right spaces, man, and get valued the way they should be valued. So my first thing, like I said, we don't have talent issue. Talent is huge, and we have an overflowing amount of talent in this country. We just need to start marketing it right. So I'm going to start by saying we need more professional people in and around artists, people that know how to put artists in the right spaces, people that care enough to have certain conversations with artists and actually have certain conversations with corporations that could actually help SA hip hop grow and put it in a better place than it is right now, because I don't believe where we are is where we deserve to be in terms of the talent that we have. So we need better professional management teams in and around our artists. And also, we can't just put it on the management teams. The artists themselves need to be able to sit there and look at themselves and say, you know what, I need to listen to these people. I've picked them to be my team. I've picked these people because I trust them. I've picked them because they're good at what they do and they will give me honest opinions. So don't pick a management team that will stroke your ego every time, because now when you are not winning and not succeeding, or are not being in certain conversations and rooms and tables, you will look back at those people and blame them when you are the one who picked those people to be in your team. And if you are picking a team, look at the qualities, look at the honesty, look at the respect, look at the loyalty, because those things are very, very much so important, and they will help you grow, because those are the people that are going to tell you if you are doing the right things. Those are the people that are going to tell you which markets you should be looking at. Those are the people that are going to sit down in rooms in your favor or to represent you. So if you don't trust those people, why do you have them in your team? So when we're picking teams as artists, I'm not an artist, by the way. I'm part of the people that are in and around artists. So if you are picking your team as an artist, you need to pick people that actually will tell you the truth, that will help you improve your music, and they will also sit in rooms and tables and actually present you the way you should be presented, and also further your career better than what you can by just writing and recording beautiful music, because that's not enough. Recording and writing beautiful music is not enough. You need people in and around you that can present it to other people well, package it nicely, make sure it's always palatable for the right markets that need that music that you are creating. Because if you don't understand your market for your music, then you will never blow up, or you will never reach the lengths that you should be reaching, or the heights that you should be reaching at all. So you need to focus on making sure that the team around you is good enough to get you to the table that you need to be at, right? So always make sure that when you pick your team, you are fully focused on the things that you need and why you have those teams, and can you trust your teams. If you can't trust the people around you that are in your team, then you have made the biggest mistake that anybody could ever make. So it's your job as an artist to focus and be honest with yourself when you're picking your teams. Be honest with the people that you are picking and why you are picking them. Don't let them think otherwise or have crazy ideas that don't match up with the goal that you have for your music, right? So it's very important to pick a good professional management team. Have a great management team in and around you. Also, secondly, what I also want to say is artists should stop this egotistic run that they are on, where they don't listen to their teams. Why pick people you're not going to listen to? Don't pick people to be in your team and turn around and not listen to them. Because when things are going bad, you're going to turn around and look at them and wonder why. If you have a team, why is things going bad for me? It's because you haven't picked the right team. Whether I'm your friend or not, if you don't feel like I'm going to contribute to your career the way you want it, you need the contribution to be, and I don't have the skills to bring you to the level that you feel like you can hit or whatever in that side of things, then don't pick me. And be honest enough to sit me down and say, look, I fuck with you, you my homie, but I don't think you can help me reach these levels, or you can put me on these tables and these rooms. So be honest with the people in your team, and also listen to the people in your team. If you have picked me to be in your team and I'm giving you an opinion, I'm not giving you that opinion just because I want to be the star of the show. I'm giving you that opinion because from where I'm standing, this is how I see things and I view them. This is what I think you should be doing. This is what I think you should focus on for you to get into the rooms and the tables that you want to be in. And if you're not willing to do those things, then I'm not going to be sitting there lying to you just to stroke your ego. I'm sorry, I'm not one of those people. If you're going to come to me and talk about music, I'm going to be straight up blunt and honest with you. I'm going to tell you what I think you need to do. You don't have to agree with me. We don't have to always agree just because I'm part of your team. Doesn't mean we have to always agree. We can disagree on things, but I'll always be honest with you, and I want you to take it in the best way possible, because we have the same goal, which is help you reach the levels you want to reach. And make sure your music reaches what? Rooms and tables that you want it to be in. So also, don't be afraid to take criticism, and also don't be afraid to tell your team, yo, look, I get where you're coming from with that, but I don't agree with this. I think this way would be best. And then we can sit down and have proper discourses as a team that will help you grow in your music career and get you to the stages and the levels and the rooms and tables, like I was saying, that you need to be at. And moving on from that, like, artists really need to, let me emphasize this point, artists really need to listen to their management teams. Listen to your people. There's a reason you pick them, so listen to them. Doesn't mean they're always right, but listen to them and understand why they have certain opinions. And then you guys can work around from there and get to where you want to get to together. That's why it's a team and not a solo effort. As much as it is about the artist, but the artist should know enough that it's not just about them in the sense of creating this beautiful thing and presenting it to the people. The people that receive it will receive it as this artist created this, and that is fine. And when you are in a team, you shouldn't be worried about whether people see your work. If the people you are in a team with understand what you bring into the team and why you guys are successful because of what you bring into the team as part of the management team, then that is good enough. You should be focused on that and you should appreciate that. So that is what I want to talk about. Focus on those things. Also, another point that I feel like we overlook or underappreciate is having venues that are invested in hip-hop and R&B in this country. We don't have enough of those. I've been to enough groove to know that hip-hop has been sidelined. There's not enough events that are centered around hip-hop or venues that center their structures or make sure that they cater for the hip-hop audience enough. Even DJs are to blame for this too, but we'll get into the DJ spectrum of things as time goes or in the future. Or maybe I'll talk a little bit about it right now and say that DJs need to start doing better, because we are tired of hearing All I Do Is Win every time a hip-hop DJ hops on, or whatever old hip-hop song from America that everybody is over. There is new good music that is out there. I'm not just talking about into abroad music or SA music, but if you're going to be a hip-hop DJ, then better keep up with the times and make sure people are listening and bumping to the right stuff. You guys get these DJ packs from artists and you're not using them and you're just using old stupid music. We are over that stuff. It's time for you guys to put us on onto new stuff that is going on, because if I go into these platforms, I know there's dope music, there's hits out there, recent hits that have been dropped that nobody is even raving about because no DJ is playing these music in the clubs and everything like that. So we are gatekeeping hip-hop to a bad extent where it is not being valued nice. We make it look as if like there's no good music anymore when the DJs are not playing the right songs. So if you're a hip-hop DJ out there, do better. Please, do better. All of you guys, do better. We're tired of All I Do Is Win. We've been fucking listening to that shit, I don't know for how long now. We are tired of these old songs that you guys keep putting out there. So please focus on proper stuff. Also, venues, please try and center some of your events around hip-hop. Doesn't mean there's not going to be any piano music going around, but please put a little bit more focus on hip-hop. And if you need people like promoters, club promoters and stuff like that, or new club promoters that are going to bring the hip-hop aesthetic into the club, talk to us. We are out here, we are chilling, man. We know what's going on in the hip-hop sphere. We know what to do. Hit us up. Let's talk. Let's see what we can cook. And maybe you might end up turning around and saying, you know what, that was the best decision we've ever made, which was investing in SA hip-hop in clubs. Please, let's do that. It will be beneficial for everybody. Artists, clubs, promoters, everybody. Let's start creating more discourse around hip-hop, because that's the main objective. Let's talk more about hip-hop. Let's create spaces where people can conversate and have a discourse about SA hip-hop and R&B. It is great. It just needs the opportunity to showcase what it has. At the moment, nobody's willing to listen. Sit down and listen to the kids. Listen to the kids, man. We have something to offer. Let's move on from that, as you've heard my opinions on all of those topics. And please do tell me what you think about what I said and whether you agree with me, you don't agree with me. If you don't agree with me, let me know why. Like I said, slide into the comment section and tell me if I'm wrong and why am I wrong. And if you agree with me, tell me why do you agree with me and what else did I miss in terms of what we could improve as SA hip hop and R&B as a community. Tell me what am I missing, what am I not talking about, or if I'm wrong in speaking about a certain thing. If you feel like there is a talent issue, tell me why you think like there's a talent issue so we can have a proper discourse on that. And going forward, I just want to say I'm going to start bringing on people that I know that we can have these discourses or these conversations with, and we'll be putting out more content week in, week out for you guys so that you can get in the comment section and share your opinions, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell as usual, do all those nice things. Let's get this pumping, let's get this up, man. I want to get it up because SA hip hop deserves it. I feel like we're not having enough discourse, and I've seen there are podcasts out there that are talking about SA hip hop and so forth and so forth. So I appreciate them, and I also want to chime in with my 2 cents here and there wherever I can and so forth. So before I get into the next segment, which is the very most important segment of this show, why I started this show in the first place, before I get into that, I want you guys to know that this is my opinion, and I'm not saying that this is definitely going to be like this, but I know for a fact that these guys are talented, and if you give them an ear, I can promise you will come around or turn around and say he was right about this, he was right about that. I might get some of them wrong, which is fair. That's why we're having these conversations and why I'm giving my opinions, so that you guys can go and listen and come back and tell me where I've went wrong and so forth and so forth. So the next segment, I call it the Orange List. The Orange List is where I'm going to be telling you guys or giving you a list of artists that I think are up next, that people should focus on a little bit more, that need attention, that actually are dropping fire stuff, that need to be listened to, that I believe they have something to offer into this game of ours, which we call SA hip hop and R&B, right? And I will try to keep it to a minimum of 3 artists a week, but it can be 4 at times, it can be a little bit more. It will never be more than 5 or 6 and max, because I don't want to like give so many artists in one video, that it will need to spread it evenly so that people can be able to sit down and listen to artists, have enough time to consume that content, give you a week or so that you can listen to those artists and form your opinions on them, whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me. So the Orange List is exclusively focusing on upcoming artists that have something to offer that I believe will change the game in the coming years or months, right? So first up on the Orange List this week, I have Originelle. She is dope. Originally from Eswatini or Eswatini, as they say. Correct me if I'm mispronouncing the nation. I'm sorry to those people. I don't mean to offend anyone. But she's from Eswatini and she raps so nice. She's got nice lyrics. She's very, very dope. Originelle is the name. I will put up a picture here and the name and so forth if my pronunciations are not as good. I'm sorry, but I'll put up like a graphic here for you guys to look at, so you can go check these artists out for yourself and make your own conclusions on whether they're worthy of your listen on time and opinions or not. So the first one on the list, like I said, it's Originelle. She is very dope. Great lyricist. I like her music. She really does a dope thing. She's a dope thing going on. Go check her out. Originelle is the name. Next up on the list, we have Kane Keid. Some of you guys have heard of Kane Keid because he has a song with Tyson Saibeteli and Pretty Ugly out right now titled War. Go check him out. He is fire. He's worth a listen. He reminds me a little bit of A. Reese. So for me, it's an easy dub and an easy listen for me. So it's easy for me to digest his music. Big shout out to Kane Keid. He is the shit. He is the next up. I'm telling you this for a fact, by the way. Go check him out. He's really dope. Lyricism is nice. Rhyme schemes, I love it. The beat selection also supports what he's trying to do. So I'm very happy to like talk about his music. We will get into him specific. I hope he's one of the artists I hopefully will interview in the future as time goes. So I hope I'll be able to have him on my channel sometime going forward. But yeah, Kane Keid is the name. Please do check him out. He dropped the song titled War featuring Pretty Ugly and Tyson Cybertelli. He is up next, I believe so. And next up on the list is Leo Brown. Leo Brown is one of those people that I found recently, and I'm actually exploring his music and I'm falling in love with it. So he's very dope. Please be on the lookout for Leo Brown. You can catch him on all DSPs. I'll put up the graphics of the song that I want you guys to go check out. Start from there and then you can trickle down into all the other stuff in his discography. So Kane Keid, Leo Brown, Originelle. That's my top 3 for this week of upcoming artists that I think you guys should go and check out. The Orange List will always come up with fire artists that you guys will love to hear. And I will keep doing this until people realize that I am actually really about this shit and I know what I'm talking about. Not to say that I'm always right or anything like that. And if you want reference as to whether I know what I'm talking about, check out the videos that have dropped in 2020. I think it was 2020. Yeah, old videos that are on the channel. You see there on those Orange Lists. You can go and check those artists for yourself that I said will be up next, such as Ben September, Beats by BK, LSA, and so forth and so forth. There's so many other artists that I spoke about on those lists, and I believe you guys will agree with me that they've achieved a certain level of success, and they are still on. Some of them are still on the grind and on the upcoming scene, and you will love their music. Do check everybody out. And yeah, baby, this is what we do. Orange Crates is about hip hop and R&B. For now, we'll expand it into a bigger and better platform as the time goes and as you guys show us more love and support, because you know we need funds and all those things to be able to create exactly the type of show we want to create. So please be on the lookout for these artists. Go check out the Orange List. Make sure you are tuned in every week. I don't know on which days just yet, but I'm thinking between Thursdays and Sundays. We'll have to pick between those 2 days which days we're going to be official Orange days. They're going to be the Orange days, whether it's a Thursday or a Sunday. We have to pick on those 2, and from there on, once everybody has agreed on the day, which day we should be dropping, we'll be doing that, and I'll get more people to come and sit down with me, have these conversations, and maybe you guys can jump on yourselves. Who knows, man? Some of you guys might get the opportunities to come on here. You can suggest artists that you believe need the shine or need the spotlight on them because they're dope enough for people to consume. Slide into the comment section. Let me know what's going on. You can catch me on TikTok at Billy Owns. Catch me on Instagram at Billy Owns. Catch me on Twitter at Crazy Billy. Yeah, boy, those are all my social media platforms, and we will start pushing stuff from there on moving forward. But yeah, this is our welcome back video. We back, baby, we back, and we're giving our opinions. Some of y'all are gonna be happy about them, some of y'all are not gonna be happy about my opinions, but I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if you're not happy. If you're willing to chop it up and actually have proper conversations as to why you're not happy about my opinions, we can sit down and do that. If you are not willing to do that, then hey man, who cares? Anyway, people are gonna hate, people are gonna love it, and I hope if you do love it, hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, share it to your friends. Let's keep it moving. Let's make sure the algorithm favors us and puts us in the eyes of the people that need to hear this and see this. But anyway, from me to you, I'm out of here.